Hello. This is Heretic Owl Tarot. My name is Liz. And yeah, let's just get into your reading, dude. This is a reading for Aries, wherever Aries shows up for you. Of course, just like every other person on YouTube, I would absolutely love it if you subscribed to my channel. Like, leave a comment, all the shit. Honestly, I see it as like a form of an energy exchange. So I would love it. I would love to exchange the energy with you. Speaking of energy, this is a 3-card spread. The first card is the energy that is currently surrounding you. The second card is the energy that is leaving or that is no longer serving you. And the third card is the energy that's coming in or will be available to you. And then we will clarify each one of those cards with an additional card. So let me just shuffle a few times and then we'll get your spread out. Okay, for Aries. All right. There we go. Current energy. We have the 6 of Pentacles. What's leaving, we have the Star card. What's coming in, we have the Hanged One. Interesting. And to clarify the 6 of Pentacles, we have the Oracle of Cups or the Queen of Cups. To clarify the Star, we have the 4 of Swords. And to clarify the Hanged Man, we have the 7 of Cups. I feel like most of these colors are pretty complementary to each other. I don't know why that's even coming up. Is that Jupiter? The big red dot? Interesting. Jupiter, where's Jupiter? In Gemini? For now? Right, I think that's going to be moving into Cancer, in June or something? But wherever Gemini is for you, right, it's either your 3rd house or depending on what your rising sign is. There's definitely some energy around like working with other people and how that feels to you. Good, bad, otherwise, right? I mean, Jupiter is going to expand whatever it is. So if there's, a relationship with somebody else, and of course a relationship, this doesn't feel romantic. It feels more like friendship. It feels more business, mentor. Speaking of energy exchange, like the 6 of Pentacles is literally the card of energy exchange, because there's equal things happening with the 6 of Pentacles. There's somebody who has a need of something, or they have an excess of something, and there's somebody else who either needs those resources that there is an excess of, or they need the knowledge or the skill or the experience, whatever it is, right? I mean, we have these 2 wolves here that are, they're carrying, it almost actually looks like the Fool's, that's interesting, actually. The Fool's, what is that called? I have to Google it. A bindle? Oh my God. Yeah, it is called a bindle. Bindle, something. Can you see that? Right? Like they're carrying this stick, but there's this. It's interesting because there's stars on it, and we have the fucking star out here, dudes. Listen. Whatever this 6 of Pentacles is for you, like there's a lot of emotion wrapped in it. There's a lot of attachment there. It could be something where you thought that you were going to get more out of it than you did, like it's because the Star card talks about our hopes and dreams. It's, trusting the process, having faith, right? So it is interesting that there is such a correlation happening between what is currently going on and what is effing leaving. Because there's definitely, it's like there's a realization here. And it also almost kind of feels like standing that you got out of something all that you were ever going to get. Like if you are expecting more of an energy exchange because there is something that has shifted within you, right? Like just even just realizing that needs aren't being met, or that there's, more of an expectation out of you than there is out of whoever the other party is. There's definitely something shifting here. It could have to do with, either where your Jupiter placement is natally, if you know where that is. It could also just have to do with the fact that Jupiter's in Gemini right now, and whatever house that is for you. I also think that it's retrograde. I'm pretty sure that it is. Is it? I'm pretty sure that it is, because I thought, anyway, there really is like an expectation of more here from you. And it's more, and because we have cups here. So this is more about feeling like you would go the extra mile if, and maybe you probably already have, you honestly probably already have been going way above and beyond. But what you are getting back is not filling your cup anymore. It's not doing it. And with the Star card and the Four of Swords, that feels like sleeping on your dreams. It literally feels like keeping yourself in a position or in a cycle, I'll say, because whatever it is for you, right? I mean, it's going to be different for everybody, but whatever it is, this cycle, you want better for yourself. You know that you deserve better. And maybe too, it's this, because this thing happened the way that it has happened, is happening, whatever, right? That has really allowed you to get clear on what it is that you expect out of your own fucking life. And too, like where you have been sleeping on your dreams. It's interesting, both of these cards, like the mountains are prominent. Same with the Six of Pentacles. The mountains are prominent. And to me, like mountains signify the journey, right? I mean, it's like, it's the ups and downs, the ebbs and flows, it's absolutely fucking beautiful to be in the mountains, but it is also absolutely treacherous to be in the mountains. So again, right, it feels like this journey of like highs and lows. But what it has also done though is like it has gotten you very clear on what it is that you do want to do and how to, like, what that vision is for you. These are both air cards, so it's very much like cerebral. It's very in your mind, like the Four of Swords is also about like meditation. This is very much like creating your desired, the image of your life. Like building it brick by brick, like in your head though, like in your being. Because with the Star card, like I see the Star card as being the literal space between the 5D and the 3D. And the star is there anchoring the two together. The 5D where we do co-create, where we do, like in meditation, we blast off into outer space or the field or, again, the 5D or, and we get really clear on how this energy feels in our body. What is it that we want to bring into the 3D where we are? So with this being the energy of what's leaving, you've been doing that. And now we have the Hanged Man and the Seven of Cups. It's so interesting on this Hanged Man. There's all these eyeballs. And on the star card, there's the two eyes there. That's interesting. It's almost like, you can really see the truth of people. Like, what is that saying? Our eyes are the windows to our soul. Like, I have no doubt that there's somebody involved in this situation where when you look at them, whenever they actually look you in the eye, you can see the truth there. Honestly, even looking at yourself in the mirror, making eye contact with yourself and being like, bitch, this is the vision. This is, like, we need to start seeing things differently is really like how it's coming through. Because, it really is like, if there is a period of limbo, the purpose of that is to give you time to feel into like what's next. I'm looking at all of these snakes here on this Seven of Cups, and it feels like, to me, it's like you really can choose how to go about things. Anytime I see snakes, I think of them shedding their skin. And why do they do that? To grow, right? They truly, literally outgrow their skin, right? And I believe with snakes too, it's a form of healing. Like, if they need to replace an injured scale, they do that during their shed. Like the injured scale, comes off too, and it's replaced with a new one. Also, what's interesting and that's coming through is that snakes can, they can open their mouth wide enough to fit in rodents or, like the bigger snakes. I think I saw this video once of this snake eating a deer or something. It was wild. Like that was even possible. It was a big ass snake, but right. So it's like this feeling of being able to take on more than you can chew, literally. And I'm not sure if anybody else can do that other than Aries. Maybe Leo, Sagittarius, anybody has a capacity to take on more than they can chew, right? But to get some level of like satisfaction or to like feel some level of comfort in that, though, it's even like looking at your options differently. Because if you don't feel like you have very many options, or if you don't like the options that you do have, either change your perspective around them or find new options, dude. Like the sky is the limit, right? Like we are truly limited by our own imagination. This could even be realizing that you truly are now surrounded by snakes, like in the negative sense. It's almost like if you have been, like giving somebody the benefit of the doubt, but to the detriment of yourself. And also even to like, if that is what is preventing you from seeing your options as being viable or available at all, then that means somebody is manipulating you. I know you can't get down with that. The Hanged Man is also, it's attached, or whatever the word is, to Neptune, which is like illusions and like mirages is coming through. So So interesting, like how this energy is actually like playing out, because truly, um, you are like one decision away from changing your whole perspective of all of this. And it's like, like really putting yourself as a priority. Even to like with the 7 of Cups, it is like deciding on one thing. Like, what are the things that deserve to be prioritized right now, and what are the things that maybe you can address down the road. Because to like there might just be some flipping that needs to go on, like the things that you have been prioritizing or that you thought you needed to prioritize, you might, and I wouldn't doubt it if you came to realize that actually those are the things that you can stick a pin in for the time being, and you can prioritize other things. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for taking me on this ride with you. And if you've made it this far, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Okay, bye.